Morning, Grayson.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you.
Good morning.
Well, good morning. Good morning, everyone. I can see up through these hemlock trees that we've got some blue sky up there with the clouds. We're a little bit hemmed in here with the trees. It was a perfect location for a little stealth camp, and a lot of decades, eons of pine needles on the ground, but a lot of rocks. But this little flat spot was absolutely perfect for my tent. Had dinner right here sitting on a somewhat flat rock with my sit pad, and went down and watched the sunset last night from the very peak of Baker Peak, and it was a beautiful sunset. Cool evening last night, got down to probably about 51 or so, and beautiful evening. Enjoyed it in this spot, and all packed up, getting ready to head north. Just gonna target that 15-mile point and probably do like I do every day, hike till about 6 o'clock, 6:30, and hope to find a flat spot for the tent or a shelter, but have water so that we have dinner and breakfast and some water to go. Got about a liter of water on my pack now, which will get me 6, 7, 8 miles if needed. And so gonna head up the trail. It's gonna be a great day. Hope you have a great day. See you up the trail.
My watch says 4 a.m. My mind says stay in bed, but my spirit says go ahead to another day, another day. And I've got mighty miles to make, and not a single one will go to waste.
So I was heading up the trail and talking with Grayson, and you know, a lot of times I'm looking 1.5 feet in front of my feet to see where I'm stepping, and I looked up and there was a young lady patiently waiting for 2 old men to pass by on the trail. So stopped and talked, and she's on the Appalachian Trail also, because of course this is a long trail as well. But she's on the AT heading south. And so what's your trail name?
I'm Shamrock.
Shamrock? Mm-hmm. All right. How'd you get the trail name Shamrock?
Honestly, because I wouldn't shut up about how I'm the luckiest person in the world. And so my friend decided that my name was going to be Shamrock. And I've also never found a shamrock. I've been looking. Vermont has a lot of clovers, and I still have yet to find a 4-leaf clover.
Well, I forget where it was, but like maybe 3 weeks ago, some people I was hiking with, I saw them pick something up, and it was a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
And they gave it to a girl at a hot dog stand up at, well, for you, it'll be just on the other side of the Stairway to Heaven. So when you go down the Stairway to Heaven, look in the fields after that. You might find your 4-leaf clover.
Okay, that's the goal for the trail.
There you go. It's a ways ahead for you. Yeah. What's some of the most interesting things that you've seen on the trail?
Well, I learned 2 nights ago that porcupines scream at night. That was a really unpleasant thing to learn because
By hearing it?
Yeah, I didn't learn that porcupines scream until the following morning either. And so, yeah, it was a horrible night, but that was one of the more interesting ones. I've seen a couple of bears and a moose on trail.
Oh, wow.
Which I came onto trail not wanting to see a moose because I've seen enough and they're very large and scary. But then, of course, I saw one like 30 feet in front of me on trail. And what else? I think that's the most like interesting things I've seen on trail, but no day is like as I expected it. Like I've gone into towns and ended up spending like the entire day with a stranger before, which is really cool.
Yeah, not what you normally do.
No, absolutely not. But you have nothing to do, and so like you have no time frame but your own, so you're able to just like keep walking, and yeah, it's really cool.
What did that moose do when it saw you?
It didn't see me.
Oh.
I was like walking, so it was like day 3 on trail. I was having like my lowest point where it was like rainy, or I'd put up my hammock at night. And I was like, it's not going to rain. I'm not going to put up the rain fly. So then at 3 a.m., of course, it starts raining. And so I put up my rain fly really fast. And as I'm getting back into my hammock, my bug net rips open, like the zipper breaks. So then I have to field repair like my bug net zipper at 3 a.m. And there's literally like hundreds of mosquitoes around my hammock. And then in the morning it's raining and all the mosquitoes are under my hammock. And I have to also pack up, or like under my rain fly, and I have to pack up under it too. And so I'm like, trying to convince myself to get out of bed. I finally like just get out of bed and shove everything into my backpack really fast. And I start walking down the trail and I'm kind of in a bad mood. It's like raining. I've got my hood up and I'm like walking down the trail and around this corner, then like 30 feet in front of me is this moose, like a giant bull moose.
Oh,
and
wow.
I immediately just like, I'm just like, oh, of course. And I turn around and like run to the trees because being scared of moose, I know like how to deal with them.
Yeah.
And so I like watched it walk away, but they can walk away like as fast as I can run. So
Now they're walking as fast as you're running?
yeah, no. And so I just hid behind a tree till it walked away. And then I kept on walking, which I met another girl that saw a moose on the trail, and she said that she waited 2 hours for somebody else to come by before she started walking again. So at least I have that beat.
I'd like to see one, but I understand that if my memory is correct, I think they're more dangerous than bears because they'll actually charge you.
Yeah, but they're also, from my understanding, as someone that's scared of moose, I have to like know how to deal with them. They have bad eyesight, and they're only territorial. They're not aggressive. So if you're not like trying to get closer to them, generally they don't want to mess with you. Like they'll like bluff charge you a lot, and I've gotten bluff charged by moose quite a bit, which is why I wasn't super stoked to see one on trail. But they also have really bad eyesight, so if you like and they charge in a straight line, so if you like go diagonal and hide behind a tree, you're clear.
So see, I got tips on the moose that I'm going to see up ahead.
Yeah, up in New Hampshire and Maine, apparently. Where I saw mine was in Maine, so.
The only difference between a moose and me, I have bad eyesight, but I'm not going to bluff charge and I can't move very fast. Well, I wish you the best on the rest of your journey to Springer Mountain.
Thank you.
And enjoy the journey. Sounds like you are.
Thank you. I very much am.
You're going to have a great hike.
Yeah.
Thank you. Happy trails.
You too.
So we saw a little.
Oh, it's the privy got tipped over.
All right. So another hiker on the trail said that there's a bear trap up ahead, but what it actually is an old privy. Be a small bear. There you go. There's the hole filled with rocks, and a new privy down there. We just got up to the Lost Pond shelter. That would have been an option last night, but we didn't want to arrive at 7 o'clock at night and not be able to do dinner and stuff. Yep, still moving along here. Probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles into the hike. Been a pleasant trail this morning. Nice, gentle downhill, and not a lot of rocks and roots and bobbing and weaving, and so it's been very pleasant. I think today was, over the course of 15 miles, maybe 2,000 feet up and 3,400 feet down. So more down than up, which I guess is good. Sometimes the down is tough because it's so steep and jarring on the legs. But this has been pretty good. No complaints. Beautiful country here in Vermont. Love these moss-covered logs. Tree's been laying there a long time to get that growth. It's interesting, the hiker that we just passed and interviewed, Shamrock, I believe was her name. She talked about hearing a porcupine screaming, and after the interview, she said that she's been around bears that have been, walking around her tent, and she kind of knows what that sounds like. And so she knew it wasn't a bear, and she knew it was bigger than a squirrel. So it was a porcupine, and it was like maybe pawing at her pack, which is outside of her hammock. She's a hammocker. But then evidently it went off in the woods and started screaming. I think she shooed it away, and it went up a tree. But I didn't really get into when she heard it screaming, but I'm assuming it was out in the woods screaming either before that or after that. And then the fact that she saw the moose was pretty cool also. The moose evidently didn't see her. She mentioned that they have poor eyesight, and I guess I knew that. But it'd be cool to see a big bull moose on the trail. So to my wish list of a bear and a porcupine, a bear, a porcupine, and a bull moose. I guess if you're going to request a moose, Might as well request the bull, but a cow would be fine also. Been a pretty day. It's a little bit cooler. I was actually thinking that the long sleeve sun hoodie that I have would have probably been a good choice today. But as we get a little bit further down here in elevation and the day wears on, it's warmed up a fair amount. Probably would have just ended up getting hot. The puff jacket that I have is made by Enlightened Equipment, the green one, and it's super light and it's very warm and comfortable. And so this morning from my tent on top of the peak there, I went online and I ordered from Enlightened Equipment their pants along the same line. And so I had them sent to the Hiker Welcome Hostel, which is up in New Hampshire. And it's far enough up that they should be there when I arrive. But the thought is that on those cold evenings and cold mornings, that I can just pull those on over my shorts or long pants and wear that. And then when it's time to go, just pull them off and stuff them in an outside pouch. That's the plan. A little more gear, right? Can't never have enough gear. But it's going to probably start getting even chillier as we head further north and the season wears on. Let's just figure that might be a wise choice. The sunshine feels good. It's beautiful out here today. Fall is quickly approaching. It's having a nice impact on the bugs. As I think I mentioned yesterday, didn't see any mosquitoes last night and haven't seen any of those gnats that like to dive bomb your ears and eyes. So thank you, Lord, for that blessing. Came down to the bottom of this long downhill that I mentioned. Heard something screech. Not sure what it was, but look at the ferns on top of this rock. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? But you look at this stream bed down here, and it must really rock and roll in the springtime with the melting snow. Nice and gentle right now. I guess when you look at it, it'd be a good swimming hole. But I have a feeling that my opportunities to take a dip on the Appalachian Trail are probably over. Back when it was hot and I was sweaty, would have been a good time. But now it might be a little bit on the chilly side. Pretty amazing bridge here that they've constructed. These huge cables going up and over. That's cool. Suspension bridge, I guess. Quite the construction. But this is wow. This would really be something to see when it's full bore. But you can feel the bridge going up and down as I walk on it. Well, because I've got a full pack here on the back. ATLT South, Griffith Lake. Now have a pretty long uphill, about 2,000 foot elevation gain or ascent over the next 10 miles. But it looks like it's pretty gentle up, so it shouldn't be too bad. It'll just be a long time. Look how clear that water is down there, folks. I mean, it's really clear in that waterfall. Kind of the rapids coming down into a little pool. Be a perfect place to sit. This would have been a nice little shelter. Stay out by the stream. See what it is. Big Branch Shelter, 1963. Nice little shelter. Fire pit. Wash pit. Well, we just had a surprise rainstorm, so very quickly donned the rain gear, rain jacket that is, and my rain pack was too deep in my pack, so I learned something by that, and that is not to have my rain cover so deep in my pack. So looks like this is Little Rock Pond. You can't see that, maybe if I tap on it. Little Rock Pond. Looks like a beautiful pond out there. Well, let's go down to the water. See what this looks like. Ooh, it's a pretty good place to go swimming. Hey guys, check out this beautiful forest. Got surprised with a couple of downpours, and now it stopped again, and we're risky enough to take the rain jacket back off again. And some sunshine coming through the trees. These hemlocks, I guess, but look at the moss down below, and just the beautiful trail here with these little small hemlocks along the side and these rocks. It's just gorgeous here. So, man, it's just beautiful. It's been a tough day because of the rain. I've been spoiled that I haven't had to deal with rain too much, and unfortunately, I had a rain kilt that's made by Z-Packs that I had, and I inadvertently sent it home about a week and a half ago. And the nice thing about that is when I put my raincoat on and I have that rain kilt on, it's made out of Dyneema, so it's waterproof and it's extremely light. Well, I put the raincoat on over the rain kilt, and so the rain goes on the outside and drips off, and the only thing that gets wet is below my knees. But today, since I didn't have that, and I wasn't smart enough to put my pants on, my rain pants on, the rain ran down my pack and soaked my shorts and my underwear. And it's about 65 degrees, so it's kind of cold. So anyway, I've got it off now, and I'm letting things kind of dry out some, but isn't this beautiful? These young trees coming up here, and then the tall trees that they're in and amongst. But I just wanted to show this to you, share it with you. It's nice that the blue sky's up there now, and it's a beautiful day.
So when you
Well, guys, here's a little rock cairn garden where people have built up the rock cairns. One big one in the middle there. Kind of interesting, I guess.
Old dusty road, carry me home. I walked down you many times before. Each step I take closer to you, and all I know, you're waiting on me. I see you there, waving to me, and you're my world. I'm coming home, closer to you, and all I know, you're waiting on me. You're waiting on me. Old dusty road, carry me home. I walked down you many times before.